On July 1, 2015, 32-year-old Kate Steinle died at a hospital 2 hours after being shot in the back of the head by illegal immigrant Juan Francisco Lopez Sanchez, also known as Jose Inés Garcia Zarate. Kate's death could have been easily prevented, had it not been for the liberal sanctuary city of San Francisco deciding to harbor the fifth deported criminal, who was easily able to gain re-entry into our country due to Obama's weak and unprotected southern border. Steinle's death caused a national debate on immigration policy, and for the past 2 years, we had hoped and waited for justice to finally be served, only to realize we live a world where illegals can now shoot Americans in broad daylight and get away with it. The judge presiding over the case handed down the shocking verdict where he let Zarate walk out of the courtroom a free man, proving once again that liberals in our country place more value on the life of an illegal felon murderer over the life of American victims. President Trump was furious over the verdict, and took to Twitter to vent about the travesty of justice and how we need to build the wall. But unfortunately for Zarate, getting sent back to Mexico by ICE agents could soon be the least of his worries. President Trump just stepped in following this travesty of justice, and has decided to make the illegal immigrant pay for his crimes, as a retaliation for the non-guilty verdict that was just handed down. Now breaking reports confirm that Trump is making his move, deploying members of the DOJ to bring federal charges against Jose Inés Garcia Zarate as a pushback to the non-guilty verdict. Attorney General Jeff Sessions did not specify exactly what charges Trump's DOJ will be bringing against Zarate, but put sanctuary cities across America on notice, insinuating that heads are about to roll for any other city that continues to harbor illegals and defy federal law. Sessions stated when jurisdictions choose to return criminal aliens to the streets rather than turning them over to federal immigration authorities, they put the public's safety at risk. San Francisco's decision to protect criminal aliens led to the preventable and heartbreaking death of Kate Steinle, he said. While the state of California sought a murder charge for the man who caused Ms. Steinle's death, a man who would not have been on the streets of San Francisco if the city simply honored an ICE detainer, the people ultimately convicted him of felon in possession of a firearm. Sessions then said that Trump and the DOJ are not playing games at this point, and will continue to ensure that all jurisdictions place the safety and security of their communities above the convenience of criminal aliens. The Department of Justice will continue to ensure that all jurisdictions place the safety and security of their communities above the convenience of criminal aliens, Sessions said. I urge the leaders of the nation's communities to reflect on the outcome of this case and consider carefully the harm they are doing to their citizens by refusing to cooperate with federal law enforcement officers. It's great that we finally have a president in office who places justice above everything else, and despite the asinine verdict that this liberal judge handed down, is doing everything in his power to ensure that justice prevails. You can be sure that the news of Trump's DOJ pressing charges will infuriate liberals, who continue to value the lives of illegal American murdering criminals over the lives of the senseless victims who continue to pay dearly for the insubordination of these sanctuary cities. H/T Breitbart, Fox News.